We should put money in infrastructure. I don't know where he has been, but I am sure that you can see. As I came into the studio now, I came from Ibadan.
Are you a card-carrying member of the APC?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're just so passionate about the APC.
No, I'm not. I know. But you see, the Lagos-Ibadan Express Road has improved greatly.
But will you vote in February?
Definitely. And you see, I tell people that when you talk about years of corruption, I have been a direct, how do you call it? Victim of it. The Lagos-Ibadan Express Road, which I drove on today, was a road on which my father had an accident that killed him. And that was because it was a solo accident. The driver ran off the road because of a pothole on that road, which killed my father. At about the same time was the time when a minister had been given money to repair the road, and there were reports that the money disappeared. 300 billion or so at that time to repair the road was not spent. Many more people have lost their lives who had of accidents on that road because some people misappropriated the money. So when we're talking about corruption, it's not something that is to be joked about, and people just say, oh, because the government has not done everything in 3 years that they're not fighting. No, let's get serious with this thing. And this is a battle of our lives and of our future. People should stop joking and following all this nonsense that we're saying about, oh, Buhari is not serious because he has one or two corrupt people in the government. Yes, there are corrupt people around. Every Nigerian, if they had that chance, would always, is because there was no consequence for it. At that time, we were there when Waziri was EFCC chairman. We know the kind of things that were stopped and proofs that were stopped. Nobody is stopping anybody from being proved now. If there's a crime that has been committed by Akpabio that they mentioned, of course, even if it's not proved, there's so many cases that have not been proved, that have not been finished by EFCC. How many people can they put in jail in 3 years? We know, we have seen cases going to court where Me2 comes on a stretcher and lawyers are playing to the gallery and all kinds of tricks to delay. Dasuki says he's not coming to court because he doesn't want to be prosecuted. So the president is not going to come and stop that. These are antics by we Nigerians to delay the will of justice. Right. But if all that is going on, how can they finish corruption cases?
All right, as we round off, just one very pertinent question here. The little girl, Leah Sharibu, is still in custody. She's still, being held in captivity. What do you think? Don't you think this is something that should count against the president as he stands for election in February? In civilized climes, that will be on the front burner. That is somebody's child. But he has his own children. They're doing well. They school abroad. They're living a good life. But the parents of this girl, they have no idea what that child is going through.
I'm sure you know the issue of Leah Sharibu is a very sad one. And it's not something that one will take lightly or would politicize either. But at the same time, you will remember there were about 3. She was not the only one who was taken away. Others have been released. But because of some reason that is alluded to the kidnappers, who have not come out openly in any way to say this is the reason, they have kept her. Before this administration came in, there were the girls from the school who were taken as well. This administration has been able to recover, bring back some of them.
No, they brought them back. The people brought those girls back.
They've been able to convince them, persuade them, whatever they did to bring them back, which was not done before. And so, one person in so many that went missing is very bad. And nobody wants this child to be missing. Where I come from, they say my child is dead is better than my child is missing. If a child is dead, but this is even worse than that. And I'm sure you know that. The president's children will not be a reason to compare because they're different stations in life, they're in different places.
But a child is a child.
No, what I'm saying, they were not in the school at the time they kidnapped them. That's why any child who was there at that time would have been kidnapped. It was not, they didn't select and say it's because the president's child is not in the school.
But what I'm saying is, if you feel this close affinity or you love your child so much, you will understand what every parent faces.
Of course, I'm a father.
Whether a poor parent
of course,
or
I'm
a rich parent.
That's what we're saying, that it doesn't matter. It's not about, because that allusion to the fact that it's not the president's child. I said, no, that is not necessary. Because that is not the important issue. The child is missing. Whether it's a president's child or a poor man's child, it's a child. Every child's life is worth the future. You never
But shouldn't that be a fly in the ointment?
No, what I'm saying is that, look, the government has been searching for her. Steps are being taken. It is until it is successful before we know. But as you know, many that were kidnapped with her have been returned.
All right, my guest tonight has been Mr. Dapo Akinosun, and we've been talking about a whole lot of issues. Your messages are here. Hopefully we'll get to forward it to him. Are you on any of the social media handles?
I'm on WhatsApp.
Or platform. Okay,
WhatsApp.
he says it's on WhatsApp. But I won't give you his number so that you won't occupy his life. That's exactly what happens. But we thank you for being a part of the show. Not to worry, people will get to come on here. You come and talk about what it is that you believe in. You cannot change anyone from what it is they believe in. We had the man who's running for as a deputy governor on the platform of the APC was here yesterday, and he said each year, you are at liberty to stand wherever you want to stand. This is politics. Be wherever you're at, as long as you are